Good afternoon and welcome to an impromptu live stream, I guess. Gotta get a little air on myself. It's like 90 degrees out here and humid, so gotta have the fan blowing. I want to see if this actually comes up. I tried to do a little bit of a Facebook group live, but I'm not sure if that actually worked. So it just reposted, I guess, as a live stream somehow on Facebook. I don't know. I guess I need to learn more how to use that. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys, there's something I'm trying to do, and those are chase lights on the back of the Tacoma. And what I've done, I made some brackets. And by the way, there is a metal bender out there that just is awesome. These are what I made. Very simple, right? I mean, you could probably do these on a vise, although they are relatively thick and they are steel. So not something I don't think you could bend just by hand, but you could maybe on a vise using body weight, right? But what I have, let me show you guys, because this thing is freaking cool. And I'm not sponsored by these guys or anything like that, but it's just a metal bender. You kind of wedge whatever you're going to bend in between these bars you can see over here, and then you pull. This thing goes in a vise like this, and then your metal goes in between the rods, and then you pull to bend whatever it is you're going to bend. It's pretty cool. I dig it. If you want to know, it's called Huth, I guess. Ben Parson, I don't know, International LLC. This is what it is. I found it on Amazon. It's just a cool little thing. And if you do any kind of, rookie fabrication yourself, like bracketry or whatever, I've used it for a couple different things. Once you get the hang of it, and by that, I mean, once you figure out where to put the metal in the rods so that you bend it, and then accounting for the space that the bend is going to take up, it works really, really well. So anyway, what I've done, I fabricated this piece, and I'm going to mount some lights to it as chase lights. And of course, chase lights are exactly that. They point backwards so that people can chase you, in essence. Like if you're maybe out somewhere remote or whatever, and somebody's trying to keep track of you in the dark, makes it easier to see. At least that's my understanding of what a chase light is. For me, primarily, it would be used more for reverse parking, driving, backing, whatever at night, because having a couple of lights pointing backwards on the truck is going to be a hell of a lot brighter than what I get from the normal reverse lights, or even the hitch kind of combo reverse flashing stop, extra third brake, fourth brake light, I guess. So the way it's going to go, of course, you have the bracket for the lights. It's going to go in the top like so, and it'll be up against the bracket. There won't be a nut in between. And then the light, of course, is going to go up on top, and it will point backwards behind you. Very simple, right? I mean, this isn't rocket science. And what's cool is if you use a bracket of that width, which is about, I think it's about an inch. Let's see. Never can find a tape measure when you want one, right? But nonetheless, I do have one. It's an inch and a quarter. So this is an inch and a quarter wide, and it will fit right behind the bar on the truck. I can take you over and show you if anybody wants to see, but it will fit behind the bar on the cab, the bulkhead of the truck, in between the grooves. So that's going to steady it, and I'm going to put it behind the track as opposed to in front. You could do either. And then the light will mount right on top of it. I will paint it. It will be black so that it blends in. Let's see. Crazy next dude, LOL. Hey Rob, kind of crazy. I ran across your channel when I was shopping for my Tacoma SR5 24. I believe you live around my area. I'm from McAllen. Hey, pretty cool, man. Well, I'm glad you're here. I am I am further south than that, for sure. But yeah, I have been to McAllen several times. Now, let me pull you off of this crazy mount. I want to show you where, hopefully I don't hit any buttons while I'm doing this. I want to show you where it's going to go. Let's see if I can flip the phone around. I think I can. Yeah. Right here, of course, is the track. And there are bolts, obviously, that hold it on. And you see the slot right here. I mean, there's slots all across the bulkhead, right? Well, it just so happens that the bolts on the end line up with the slots. I'm hoping perfectly. It doesn't matter because the bottom of my bracket is going to be even with the bottom of the track itself. But the idea is to fit this bracket inside that track. You can see right there the slot, whatever you want to call it, behind the track, and then it'll sit about yay high. See if I can show you from the side. I need about 4 more hands, but it'll sit about like that. And then the light, of course, and that's the height. The light, of course, will be up on top of that, and that should enable the light, I hope, to clear the tailgate. That's the idea. So we'll see. I have to get it painted down the road and get it installed and then wired up, of course. Excuse me. And then wiring it is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to use the aux beam switch, which is what I use for any electrical stuff. It just makes things a heck of a lot easier. And then I can control it from the control panel inside the truck whenever I want to light it up, right? Always on the water. I live in South Carolina. Or maybe it's Southern California, I'm not sure. Do you think I can fit 35s on a stock 1995 GMC K1500? You're on the wrong place, bud. I have no idea. This is a Tacoma, Toyota Tacoma channel. I wouldn't know what to tell you. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with that truck. I have never had one of those trucks. So your best bet, and people ask me even about the Tacoma, you know, will this fit? Will that fit? There's a lot of variables, right? When you're putting bigger tires and different wheels and all that kind of stuff, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And, you know, you're best off to go to a tire place, you know, the experts at doing it, and test fit. And let me tell you, you should have at least yay much room. I'd say that's about 2 inches or so. Between the front part of your tire, the corner when you turn, either way, front or back, and that's so that when the truck, the tires, the wheels, the suspension articulates, you know, moves all over the place, you don't rub, you don't hit. And by the way, any tire or any setup that rubs in any degree does not fit. You know, I see people on the channel, in the group and stuff, you know, they'll say, yeah, I put on X and it fits, no problem. Unless I'm in reverse and I turn the wheel to the left or something like that, then it might rub a little. Or it might rub the crash plate or the mud flaps. If it rubs, it does not fit. It's really quite that simple, right? My phone swivel is given out and my phone keeps pulling down. That's why I keep moving. But anyway, yeah, if there's a rub, it doesn't fit. It's just that simple. So your best bet is to go to a tire place, and they should. If they won't let you test fit, then you're probably at the wrong tire place. But go to a tire place, do some test fitting, make sure that whatever it is that you're trying to put on fits and doesn't rub in any circumstance, I guess. And if it does, then you have options. You can change your size, obviously, or you can lift the truck, which is a hell of a lot more expensive than just putting tires on, depending on what you go with. I mean, a block and a spacer, you know, you're going to spend less than you would for a new set of wheels and tires, but you get what you pay for, right? Megabeat 1209, what is your opinion? Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 3, 1993. I have no idea. I know of the Evos. I've never had one, or Lancers. They look cool. I assume you must be relatively young or older and had one when you were young. But I don't know anything about them. I have no opinion whatsoever because I've never had one. so I couldn't tell you. Add a Q&A sticker. Apex Legend Main. I don't even know what that means. Megabeat, he's dabbing me, I don't know, with some green hearts. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, that's my take on lifts and wheels and tires and all that stuff. Do you like GTRs? I don't dislike them, I guess. I must be hooked up to some kind of a little tuner type channel audience or something like that. All these little tuner car like things. So I don't know. I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything against any of those kind of cars, actually. I've had some in the past myself. I've had 2 or 3 Porsches, actually, which I really loved. What else have I had? I've had the Honda Type R. That was pretty cool. Back in the day, I had a Mazda Speed. That was pretty cool. I never had any of the WRXs or Lancers or any of those, although I don't dislike them. I don't know how else to put it. I can't speak to them because I haven't had them. But anyway, I've had a number of those in the past. I think probably the sportiest car I ever had was probably a Corvette or the Porsche. The Porsche was pretty cool. I had a Cayman. I had a Boxster. I think that's it. I think I had 2 Caymans and 1 Boxster, and my favorite was probably the Boxster. Convertible. It was an awesome car. I wish I would have kept it. I think I got a little afraid of what repairs and things were going to cost me down the road if I kept that car, because they had some potential bearing type problem, I guess, that they could develop, and I just didn't want to spend that kind of money on a car, so I traded it off, I don't know, for something else. But my favorite now when it comes to cars is right there. This thing is awesome, and anybody who has a beef with Tesla, you've either never driven one or you're very close-minded, because the car is awesome. I mean, it's tough to beat, and it's really tough to beat if you are into acceleration and speed, right? I fixed my phone, just came up with an idea. But anyway, it's really tough to beat that car. It's fast, it's fun, it's comfortable. I mean, it really covers a lot of the bases. The only downside, of course, is it's electric. You have to charge it. You can't go long distance. That's kind of a drag. Megabeat is furious. I don't know why you're furious, but hey, you got to be something. Why not be furious, I guess. So anyway, back to the Tacoma. We have an awesome mod coming that I'm going to add, and that is, of course, these are boost tubes, if you're not familiar. Well, this is one. I would have had these on already, but it's been so damn hot and humid here that being out in the garage and working, I'm going to do it soon anyway because I simply can't wait. But I got to get these on the truck. I had them, of course, on the TRD Sport. I'll be interested to see if there's any difference having them on the SR5. I do have the PedalMonster on there right now, and it's awesome. It completely changes the car. And for all you tuner guys out there, your tuner car guys, give the PedalMonster a shot before you commit to a tune. See what you like, and then you can use it in conjunction with the tune if you want as well. But it's a heck of a lot less money, and you can install it yourself and control it yourself on the fly. I mean, you have to take your foot off the gas, but you can control the settings yourself. You don't have to go back and meet with somebody. And by the way, there is a discount I should mention since I'm talking about it for banks. It is RobMotive for 10% off. Anybody wants to try anything. Always on the water. Well, I'm assuming you're not on the water right now. Opinion on 85 Toyota. 85 Toyota. You mean the Toyota 85? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, or do you mean a 1985 Toyota? It doesn't matter because I've had neither one, so I don't really have an opinion on that either. It's old, I can tell you that. It would be simple. Not much technology for sure if you're into that kind of thing. Sean Joe said hi. Sean, how you doing, buddy? Mad Max, ugh, 7-year. Says, hello, Rob. Mad Max, how you doing? Good to have you here. Always on the water, says truck, 1985. Gotcha. It wouldn't be for me other than maybe to work on or, fix up or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. I do like the older Tacomas. Talking, Gen 1. That would be really cool to have, but, when you have those, you give up a lot. I mean, if modern conveniences like Bluetooth, which I know you can put a different radio in if you want, power steering, depends on how old you go, power brakes, manual transmission, automatic, power windows, heated seats, heated steering wheel, I mean, on and on, ride quality, suspension, sound system, again, unless you change it, and comfort, I think. Years ago, my parents had an old 1960-something Mustang, and the thing looked really good. It was a convertible. It was really nice, except it drove like a 1965 Mustang. I mean, it was creaky. The steering was a little bit off. You had to correct a lot. The doors were big and heavy, and I don't know. But it was pretty cool to drive around in, too. So, kind of hard to say. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to get on. I'm not going to drag this thing on just for the hell of it. And show you guys my plan for the chase lights. Little fabricated bracket. Going to add some lights pointing backwards, not to blind people and not to flash people who are tailgating me. Don't do that. It's not necessary. Just drive your own vehicle and don't worry about them. Leave a comment if you're seeing this after the fact. Let me know what you think. Do you have chase lights on your truck? I'd be curious to know. Too Quick says, hi, everyone. Well, that was pretty quick. How you doing? Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for joining. Anybody that did and watching after the fact, I'd appreciate it. Always on the water. It is necessary. Have a great day. Bye.